You either love or hate it. Ubisoft just announced a rework of the map border, which came out during Operation Dustline and featured Blackbeard and the Valkyrie. Since the release in 2016, the map has been a featured competitive map, but it hasn't really been through any changes. That is, until now. Thanks to Ubisoft, I've had the pleasure of playing the upcoming season Crimson Heist early, which allowed me to hop into the rework border and check out some differences. And boy, we're in for a ride with some big changes, so let's jump right in. The first thing you'll notice is that an AC unit has been removed outside of Archive's window, taking away some cover from the attackers. Maybe you've already seen it, but the lighting in border has been completely reworked. Overall, the map is a lot lighter, giving it a clearer look, as you can clearly see in its difference between live build and test server. And maybe most excitingly on the outside rework, a staircase has been added to the office balcony, so you don't have to rely on just the rappel anymore, making this area less of a dead zone when you're playing. A small change you probably won't notice until you're actually up there yourself is a rework of Skylight. You can no longer peek down into the lobby, meaning that players holding Skylight with 50 seconds left in the round is in the past now. They've also added an extra wall to the Armory balcony, meaning that retaking Armory after it has been breached will become a lot easier since attackers don't have full rappel access anymore. They also added a similar new wall in front of break room door. In addition, they blocked off the two windows that looked into lobby, but also opened up the third. You still have to be wary about that one when you get out of spawn, since you can get killed from there. One of the biggest changes that Ubisoft made is that they reworked the bathroom teller's bomb site. They have made the bathroom a lot bigger. They've done this by adding the open space that used to be outside tellers, where you can now find a new staircase, to the bathroom. The bridgeable walls that were outside now separate the two bomb sites. They also moved the hatch from tellers into the bathroom. With this, they made bathroom tellers a solid bomb site that can be quite tricky to attack. A big reason why is that teller's ceiling has been made completely unbreachable, making it a lot harder to play vertically, allowing for more face-to-face combat. At first glance, you may think that not a lot has changed. However, they added some generators on top of server rack so that you can't sit in the corner underneath the hatch anymore. They've also added a doorway in the passage between workshop and server. They also got rid of the big saw machine in workshop and made the table next to it a solid desk, meaning that you have a clear view of the doorway now. Customs has seen multiple small changes that make all the difference. The little office is now a full room, with walls reaching all the way to the ceiling. Only two parts of the office are breachable, making it a little bit of a safer place to play. The main hatch has been moved from the middle of the room to the side. If you now open it, you won't have full control over side anymore, which is a great change when you're defending. You used to be able to breach all four passport walls. Now only the two most right ones are breachable, making defending this side a little easier. Remember the good old days of needing a step bro because you kept getting stuck in stock room? Those days are over. Ubisoft saw the issue and decided to move the entrance in stock room to the other side of the wall, where you have the cover of the cabinets, allowing you to safely enter and exit. A big change they also didn't show is that they added room to walk in front of the window. These two small changes mean that you will not be needing your step bro anymore, since you won't be stuck in stock room. Flanking in border wasn't always easy as a defender, since you only had two ways to flank from, either main stairs or east stairs. So Ubisoft added a lobby catwalk, allowing you to walk between top east and break room. They also added the office walls to east stairs, meaning that defenders can now use this corridor and make rotations in or out of office without being detected. Office went from being pretty much fully breachable to barely breachable. There now is a brick floor, and a hatch that now leads into the new bathroom instead of tellers. One of the walls leading to fountain is now also unbreachable. What used to be radio is now part of archives, meaning that office has become a little bit smaller than what we're used to. Archives has become a lot bigger and a lot more playable, with the back of Archives now being extended into Office. You can still vault on top of the cabinet in Archives, however, the angles that you used to have into Office are gone. Armory looks like a whole new bomb site. The first thing you'll see is that Sandwich isn't a sandwich anymore. They have turned some cabinets to make it a very playable space, allowing for a lot more cover when you're defending. Beepers is now actually bulletproof and not see-through anymore, allowing you to rotate into Archives with a little more cover and you're less likely to be shot. Ubisoft made some small changes that they didn't really announce in their trailer, but I think they're worth mentioning. And as you may have noticed, they've been changing the looks of what is and what is not breachable. This is something that Ubisoft will be working on every other map during Season 3 of Year 6, so keep your eyes peeled for that change. A lot of the clutter has been removed in the map, making you feel like you have a lot more space to walk around. They got rid of the scaffolds that were above the main stairs, making it a solid wall, so no more hiding your drones there. You can now enter break room through the lobby catwalk. However, you can hold that rotation off through the new pick window that has been added next to the double door. The hatch into customs has been moved from circle desk to right next to the double door. They got rid of the big blue fence that was outside of main door, and the floor of Armory is not breachable anymore, making it a lot easier to bend the trick. Underneath main stairs used to be a passage, but they've made it into a proper doorway. The final change, which you're either going to love or hate, remember this guy.
A medevac helicopter will be extracting injured person. Do not attempt to board the helicopter.
Yeah, no more of that. They have turned his volume all the way down. So he might be gone from the game, but he will not be gone from our hearts. So, now that you've seen the biggest changes that are coming out for Border, how do you feel about it? Is it a hit or a complete miss? Let me know in the comments down below.